Hi, welcome back to OD YouTube channel. Today I'm here for another of these long videos, the pens for the month. In this case I'm going to talk about the pens for this month of June. We are still in June when we are recording this, but almost transitioning to July. I didn't do this video for a few months, but now I'm coming back to it, and so it will be just kind of a long video showing the pens that I have with ink right now. So let me just bring my notes here to be sure that I name all the pens and inks correctly. Oops, I hit the camera. And so let's start. We have lots of pens, 28, but significantly less than, for example, in December when I made the full unboxing and review of the Diamine ink vent calendar. I'm thinking of doing it again this year, and I'm thinking if I should do the other one, the color vent, but it's very expensive, almost 200 euros, and I'm not sure if the videos of inks have that many views, so I'm still thinking if I should make also a daily video about the color verse or the color vent calendar. Okay, that's for some other time. Now let's just show pens and inks. I have a few pens that are not, some are almost out of ink, some do not work properly with the ink combination, but we'll talk about that. So let's start. The first pen is a pen that I enjoy a lot because it's a very interesting thing. It's this Aurora, this vintage Aurora, that has characteristics of two pens actually, but I think all is original because it came in the original box, new, still with a sticker with price. And I checked a lot by that time. I need to make a video about this, going back to all the records that I made, all the investigation. And this is the, can see there, can you? Is it visible? Is it focusing? I'm not sure. But it says there 2-cart K. So this is the Aurora Duo Cart, one of the versions, which means it is a cartridge pen. Because there are no longer cartridges for these pens, actually I have, because this one came with new cartridges that are now dried, but they still have ink inside. We can fit in these vintage Aurora cartridge pens the cartridges from Platinum, and this is a dual cart, so it has a little ball there to make this sound, to tell you that there is not enough ink inside. I will talk about that again. So it has this semi-hooded nib, typical of these Aurora pens. So let's do it. This pen sometimes skips. Let's see if it will write correctly now. It does. This is the Aurora. I hope you can see this. Aurora 2-cart K. This one has a gold nib. I think it is a medium nib. I'm not sure. And inside it has a green ink. It's very hard to see it's green, I think. Maybe on camera you can see better. It has diamine. It has some inconsistencies on the ink flow. I need to adjust the nib, but I can't remove it from the... I tried to remove the nib, but I can't. So I need to investigate more about it. You can see it skips sometimes. Canal side. This is a very interesting ink, that kind of dark green inks that I like. So this is an interesting pen with an interesting nib, and it allows for lots of flex, but I'm not being able to make the the ink flow proper, so there is some railroading there, as you can see. But it is a very interesting pen, very nice. I love the history behind this, which I know very little, but it is an Aurora 2 card case, so an early Aurora cartridge pen. The next pen is a pen that I didn't review yet, but I'll be reviewing soon, maybe next week. This is a pen that Benu sent to me. It is the Benu Pixie, and this is a very interesting pen. In all things Benu is interesting, and it has glitter, and it is a pocket pen, which is kind of nice. So let's write. This is the Benu Pixie Aqua Glow, and I think the name is very self-explanatory. It has a broad steel nib by Schmidt, and it is a very good nib. And inside it has an ink that, to me, it is a perfect match for this pen, which is the Diamine Inkvent Calendar. I'm off the line, sorry. Calendar 2019 Blue Peppermint. Very light blue ink with shimmer. I'm not sure if you can see the shimmer here in this video, but believe me, it has shimmer and it is an amazing ink. The nib performs really well with glitter inks. I find this true for these Benu nibs, which are Schmidt nibs, so I'm very happy with this. When Benu sent me this pen, they also sent me another one and another Pixie. This is much more subtle. It has also some shimmer. You can see there almost a kind of gold copperish shimmer, and kind of the same pen, but this one has a gold colored steel nib, also by Schmidt. And so this is the Benu. Maybe I'm covering the paper, sorry. This is the Benu Pixie Coffee Brown. The nib on this one is excellent, perfect, but I'm saying that when I just wrote with another Benu or Schmidt nib, sorry, just changing a little bit the setup here, I like this one much better. Not because the nib is better, but because it is a fine and the flow is perfect. I like it more than the broad, but that's because I'm a fine nib people, not a broad nib person. Sorry. And this is Visconti Sepia, which is a nice brown ink, and I enjoy a lot the feedback on the paper, the color of the ink. I like the color of the pen. I think this pen is really nice. Benu makes really some fun things, and some are very kind of normal, like that one. You don't need to have extreme amounts of glow, although you can have, and even glow in the shimmering and glow in the dark and all that. The next pen was sent to me by Divine Design. I didn't review this one, I reviewed the other one. I forgot to tell, all these were cartridge pens. This is a pen sent to me by Divine Design. It was sent to me by Zix Ideas, which is the distributor for these in Spain and Portugal. And this is an interesting pocket pen because I like the concept. I need to make the review and talk about it. It has a roll stopper there, and it has a black nib. So this is the Divine Design and pocket. Sorry about the skipping, but it's not the pen's fault. In black, and it has a medium steel nib, black coated, a Yovo nib, very, very nice. And the skipping is because inside it has Divine Design Sepia. Okay. Sorry. No, not Sepia. Okra. I cannot write with it. Sorry about this. The pen is empty. It's not the pen's fault. Maybe I'll just do it the wrong way. Just allow me to get the bottle, because it's not fair that you think the pen doesn't write well. It does write well. I just used it until it ran out of ink. So I have here, this is the bottle of Divine Design Okra ink. Let me just do this the wrong way. Just dip the pen, and this is Divine Design Okra, and it is a beautiful ink, and the pen writes really well. Now it's being wetter because I just dipped it, but this is a very nice pen and ink combination. And of course I have ochre ink in my fingers and on paper and everywhere else, but I like this pen, I like the nib. So sorry about these, but it's empty. I will refill it to be able to make the review. Sorry about this. I'm not sure if there isn't any other pen in the same situation as this, which means almost out of ink. Now, the next pen is inside this little pouch by Galen Leather, and it's this one. And this is a Jinhao pen, also a cartridge pen. So this is the by the way, these two have number 5 size nibs. This one has a number 6 nib, this one has a number 5 Jinhao nib. So this is the Jinhao 82 mini. The color is green lemon. I like it a lot. It has a fine steel nib, and inside it has J or Jacques Herbin Wer Pen. This is a very interesting ink that to me is a very good match to this pen. I have to say, I like this combination. I like the pen. However, it is a pocket pen, it is small. However, this pen had one of the worst finished Jinhao nibs ever, but I fixed it very easily with some micro mesh, but it wasn't perfect since the beginning. Now, we'll go to Germany and to Kaweco pens, and there are lots of them as usual, but this pen from Germany is actually made for the Dutch pen show for 2025. This pen was sent to me by Appelboom for review. It is available with chrome trim, black trim or gold trim. I chose the black trim, and Appelboom was nice to send it to me. So this one is this color is beautiful, made of aluminum. All the others are plastic so far. So this is the Caveco AL Sport Dutch pen show, and it's called Water World. It has a fine black nib, number 5, as usual, Kaweco nib, very nice nib, and inside it has Kaweco Paradise Blue. And I like this color a lot. It's very nice, bright and happy. However, I find it not very resistant to time and maybe to to the exposure to light also. The next pen is a pen that was sent to me by Kaweco, and this is already reviewed, and it is the Kaweco collection Honey. I'm a bit late with my reviews, but I'm trying to get there. There, you can see Kaweco collection. It has a very nice, very warm, darker yellow color, and it's called Honey. It's part of their Kaweco collection, so they're limited editions with gold trim. Again, a cartridge converter pen with steel nib, gold plated. So this is the Kaweco collection Honey with a medium nib, and inside it has Kaweco Sunrise Orange. I think you'll see that I don't have very big variety of colors. I have some pens with the same colors, but sorry about that. I'm just working on my channel to try to bring some stuff back, and some things may not look that obvious to you right now regarding pen and ink color choices. The next one is again a Kaweco, again from the series of Kaweco collection line, the Okra ink, nice color, the Kaweco collection and it's called Olivine. This one is made of aluminium, again like the Dutch pen show. This one has gold trim, which means it has a number 5 steel gold plated nib, and it is also a cartridge converter pen. So this is the Kaweco collection Olivine with a medium steel nib, and inside, sorry about the lines, but I guess you're used to this, it has the Kaweco Palm green ink inside. I like this green, I really do. It's a very regular green, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I have some because Kaweco already sent me some time before some ink with cartridges or bottles, so I still have some, and I'll keep using it. Maybe mostly on my Kaweco pens, just to make kind of a pair, not exactly the same colors. I think the best color merges that I have here is the Benu Pixie, the Aqua Glow, the coffee with the calendar, with the diamine blue peppermint, the Pixie coffee brown with the Visconti sepia, and the Jinhao 82 mini with the Jacques Herbin. They are my best matches. The next pen is with the same ink, is this one. This is the Kaweco Do-It-Yourself DIY Sport. Focus please. Sometimes I struggle a little bit with this. And this color is called Emerald Eve. So again, the same pen, made of plastic, number 5, steel gold colored nib, and it has a medium nib. So Kaweco Do It DIY Sport Emerald Eve with a medium steel nib that I showed you, with Kaweco Palm green. So the same nib, the same pen model, different finish, the same ink. So there's nothing much to expect from here regarding diversity, but I need to review this pen and I want to review the other one, so both have inks and both have the same ink. That's what I told you. I'm trying to keep things, to get things back on track here on the channel, so not everything makes complete sense. Another pen that I have, which is almost out of ink, so I hope it will not fail, but I'm not sure. It is the KCO Eonit Sport. This was sent to me also by Kaweco. It is a beautiful pen. It almost looks like wood grain, but it is ebonite. So the same pen again, also with a medium steel nib, number 5 nib from Kaweco. Steel nib gold plated, but the pen, instead of plastic or aluminium, is made of ebonite. And it has, this one has a clip, but it is the removable clip, so I can take it off. This is the Kaweco, it's still writing. Ebonite, it doesn't have the E on the end, so I'll say ebonite instead of ebonite, and I think I'm not wrong. Sport, with a medium steel nib, and inside it has Kaweco caramel brown. And I like the feel of the pen, I like the feel of ebonite. I'm just a little bit afraid it may be a little fragile and I can break it. I like this pen. I usually don't go out of home with this one. It usually stays at home. It's not an inexpensive one, so it usually stays here with me. The next pen is another Kaweco. They are with an alphabetical order. So although it is a Kaweco, it's not a sport. So the name, there are more sports to come, but this will come before because of the name. And this is the Kaveco Lily Put in copper. It is very oxidized. I love this pen. This is an EDC. I use it not that much because it's usually on my backpack inside a little pouch, my expedition pouch. And I love this pen. Also a cartridge converter pen, the same pen, the same kind of nib. This one is a steel fine nib, number 5 also, but this one has the steel color. So this is the Kaveco Lily Put in copper. I love the pen, I love the weight, the size, I love it. With a fine steel nib, and inside it has the same Kaweco caramel brown. Yes, that much lack of imagination. I love this pen. And let's go for the next one, which is the last Kaweco here on this list. And this is my most expensive Kaweco, also sent to me by them. Kaweco decided to send it to me. It's my Sterling Sport, which I oxidized on purpose, and it is kind of black. Although this part, because it is covered with the lid, it's much shinier, but not as shiny as it should be. And when we unscrew this, you can see how it should look like. This is the silver color. This is how it becomes when it is oxidized. Cartridge pen, again, regular Caveco Sport, but this one is made of solid silver instead of plastic, ebonite or aluminium. And this one has a number 5 rhodium plated gold nib. So this one is the Kaweco. This gold nib has a different feel to it. Also the pen is very heavy. I think it's 76 or 78 grams, so it makes the feeling of writing a little bit different. It's the Kaweco Sterling Sport with a fine gold nib, and inside it has the Kaweco caramel brown. These nibs are all kind of similar, with really no flex except the Aurora dual card, but I can't get the flex now because it railroads. This one has a little bounce, not real flex, but you can have some line variation. I like this pen. Again, the same ink as before. I love the feel of this pen. Usually this one always also lives here at home and I don't walk with it. It's a 1500 500 euros pen. I don't like the idea of losing it, because I don't think I would be able to replace it, and I don't think Kaweco would send me another one. The next pen is also from Germany. It is the Lamy Aion. I like Lamy Aion pens. I think I told you about that. And this one has a, let me show it to you. I'm not sure if I can really show. I have some troubles focusing sometimes when I do these videos, because I think it's got letters down there. It has a medium nib, this nib which is very similar to the Lamy Safari, but different one, and cartridge converter pen. I love this pen, made of aluminium, so I really enjoy it. And this is the Lamy Aion in red. There are not many Lamy Aions, and I don't think they are making them anymore, which is kind of sad, because I like it. They are very long pens with no steps here. They are really nice. And inside, this one has the Lamy Petrol. Yes, that ink that was the first, that original petrol. I have a box of those cartridges and I decided to use it. I know people are crazy about this original petrol ink, but it's just an ink and I'll be using it. I still have a couple of cartridges, but they will not last forever, so let me take the paper out of the way. And now we will go to a big pen, the Magna Carta. I love this beast. This is the Magna Carta Mag 1000. Let me show it to you. Beautiful, with a very big nib made of steel with an ebonite feed, and I like this pen a lot. It's very, very big. Also a cartridge converter pen. So far all are cartridge or converter pens. So this is the Magna Carta. This doesn't have a flex nib. This nib is kind of a regular nib. Mag 1000, but it is a beast. It is a number 10 nib. Has a medium nib, I think. Yes, you can see there on the feed. Can you? Maybe you can. There, medium. Medium nib. The color is called Twilight. It is a very beautiful finish with glitter and very dark blue and orange, almost yellow and gold. And it has inside something, kind of an ink mix, mostly made out of Parker Quink Black, but it is an ink mix. And then when it's empty, I will start replacing it for some other ink. So a huge pen. It's not a simple pen. You cannot carry it in a pocket easily. It won't fit some ink bottles. It won't fit for example, that thing that I really like, how is it called? The Visconti traveling inkwell. So, but I like this pen. This pen is really, really fun and interesting. The next pen on this list is another pen that I think it's getting out of ink. I'm not sure, or the ink is kind of dry. This pen is really wrong in every sense. This is a Pelican 140 that I bought for €5 in the flea market, and I didn't clean it. I just filled it with Parker Quink Black, and it's like that. I really need to get it empty and then to clean it properly. So I will post this one because it is a smaller pen, and this is the Pelican 140 Gunther Wagner in burgundy, and it has a fine gold nib. Let me show it to you. I'm not sure if you can properly. Let me change the light a little bit without knocking down everything. Sorry, just need to move some stuff away. Too many stuff here. So let's try. Not sure if the camera is focusing. Okay, I think you can see it. It's a small Pelican nib, but it's made of gold, and inside it has the Parker Quink Black. The pen writes quite well, but I think there is a lot of the ink is getting thick and drier, and it takes a lot to dry, so I really think I need to clean it. It can have line variation, as you can see, which is kind of amazing. It is a very interesting pen. For €5, I think it was an amazing purchase in a very good condition. It still had the sticker saying fine, and I removed it. I don't like stickers on pens. Now I have several Pilot pens, not that many, but 3 I think, and let's start with them. So this was the first. Of course, these pens are piston filler. You have the ink window there and the piston knob here. So this is a piston filler pen. So let's see the Pilot pens. We will start in alphabetical order, of course. No, I saw that I missed the pen. I need to go back and to show you another pen. I thought there was another one. Next to the, sorry, my fingers are so dirty. After the Lamy Ion, there was this one, and I forgot it. Sorry about that. You will come here out of order, and this is the Lamy CP1 in platinum, which is interesting, and it is more expensive. It's not made anymore. And it has a broad nib, which it's not my favorite kind of nib, but I needed to have it. And it is also a cartridge pen, so that's why I noticed now, because the Pelican was the first piston filler pen for this video. So let's go out of order here. The Lamy CP1 in platinum, or I don't know, with a broad gold nib, a two-tone nib. This one is made of gold. I think you can see there the 585 for gold content. And inside it has the very regular Lamy blue ink cartridge that comes with pens. And this is a very slim but long pen, which is an interesting one, just for fun. Regarding thickness, here is the Magna Carta, here is the Lamy CP1. Very, very, very slim. It would fit perfectly inside of the barrel of this one. Okay, so let's go to the Pilots. This one lives next to my bed because it's there for some notes, and it is wrong. It had every sense, because it is a platinum pouch with a Pilot pen. And this is a very, very nice pen, big one, long. The Pilot costume 743, which is the cartridge converter version of the 823, and I like it more because I prefer cartridge converter pens. It has the Con 70 converter. It has an extra fine, which is very fine, gold nib. It's a nice pen, nice size. So Pilot, you can see it's very fine. 743, and this color is called Verdigris, which is an exclusive color for the United States, and it has an extra fine nib, gold as I told you, and inside it has Pilot blue. I like this nib, but it has much more feedback because it's very, very fine. This, I think there is only black, this Verdigris and a burgundy. I have the black and the Verdigris, the burgundy. I don't like that much burgundy pens, although I couldn't skip this Pelican that I showed you. The next one, the next Pilot, is a pen that I'm having some trouble with it, and now let's see if it's writing. It's a pen I bought from eBay some time ago, which is a Pilot Elite, the long version. I think from the end of 1960s or beginning of 70s. I need to see the code, but I can't read it here. Maybe through the camera. I still can't read it. I need to check my eyes. So it is a cartridge converter pen, again, has a gold nib, and the pen writes and then it stops writing. I need to try to clean it even better, try to see what happens. It is cleaned, so I don't know. I need to check what I can do, or maybe it's the pen and ink. I don't know, but I don't like it this way. So this is, you can see it's skipping the Pilot, and I don't like that because Pilot usually doesn't do this. Elite, sorry, let me just play here with the paper towel I have here on the side to see if it will come up to life again. So Pilot Elite, this is the long version. You can see it's still skipping, and I can't understand. I don't really understand why. This one has I'm not sure. Yes, I am. It has a costume nib made of gold. It doesn't write perfectly. Sometimes it does. It doesn't have much ink. Is that the problem? Let me do something like this. This is kind of cheating, but it really, I think this is really empty. Maybe now I'm just complaining about the pen and it's my fault. I'll need to check it again. Or maybe I will soak the pen, clean it properly, and then come back again. I love these kind of inlaid nibs. So the costume, this has a costume nib made of gold. The pen is black. When it writes amazingly, but when it doesn't, it's very strange. Inside it has another of those green inks that I like, Robert Oster Crocodile Green. I love this ink, I love the pen, and I really need to make it work again. I like it, I really enjoy it. Cartridge converter pen. The final Pilot is completely different. It's happy, shiny, writes well, and it is a Pilot Kakuno with a baby nib. So the Pilot Kakuno, transparent yellow with a fine steel nib that I showed you, and inside it has Leonardo Ficina Italiana Arancio Tarocco. And this is a very nice orange. I'm not sure if they will fit in, which is different from the orange of Kaweco. I like this pen, very simple, but it works perfectly. The next pen is a recent addition. I bought it from Appleboom, but I had a problem with my unboxing video, so I have the pen and I couldn't record the unboxing video, so I'm just showing it here for the first time. It is a Farina Go, which is a pocket pen. black, and it's nice. I think the nib should be black, but it isn't. Very simple nib, like that. Number 5 nib. So this is the Farina Go in black. There are several other colors. It is made of aluminium, and it has a fine steel nib, and inside it has a cartridge of Visconti turquoise. So far we are still only with one pen that it is not cartridge converter, which was the Pelican. And we will go to another cartridge converter pen from Japan. Let me bring this up a little bit. I'm not sure if they will fit all in the same page, maybe not, which is a shame because the next page will have maybe only 1 or 2. It is this thing that I really enjoy also. This is the Platinum 3776 Century, the 10th anniversary limited edition, and it has a different nib, and it has a different shape to the pen and cap, and it is also a cartridge converter pen. The nib is made of gold. So this is, I didn't make the review of this one, I need to do it also. This is the Platinum. It writes really well. 3776 Century, 10th anniversary of this model, and it has a medium gold nib that I showed you, and inside it has diamine Inkvent calendar 2025 vibe. I really enjoy this pen. It has a soft nib, a bouncy nib, but it's not flexy. So it has a very nice feel. It has some feedback. I really enjoy this one. The next one is another pen which feedback I also enjoy, and it is inside this Montblanc pouch. It is also from Japan, also gold nib, also cartridge converter pen. Let me show it to you. I love this 21 karat gold nib. So this is the Sailor 1911 large in black with gold trim. It has a hard medium nib, and inside it has an ink that I kind of like a lot. I even like the smell and the shade and everything. It is Sailor Gentle Okuyama. As far as I know, they discontinued this gentle line, but I think they make the same inks under a different line of ink name, or different name of line of inks. So maybe I can buy more when I have not much of these left, if I need. So it is nice to know that, but I don't need to buy it yet. I have time, but it's nice to know that they may still be around. The next pen is another Sailor 1911. This one is a limited edition. It has a serial number there, and also a gold nib, also a cartridge converter pen. The nib is a little different, even the color of the gold is different, but that one has some ink on the nib, so it makes also the more pronounced color. This is the Sailor, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, 1911 large ringless Kyoto garden, and the name is Icho, which means ginkgo or ginkgo biloba, the tree, with a medium nib, and the ink is Sailor Kyoto Garden Icho, which is the same ink for the, as it is a matching color, so it is supposedly the same color as the ginkgo leaves on the autumn, and I like this yellow because I really think we can read it, and it's nice. I'm taking this pen for work every day nowadays. I like it. I really enjoy, but I don't think they have this ink in regular production. I think it's just an exclusive edition, so I need to find that ink maybe some days. If you know about if this ink is available separately, or if there is a very equivalent ink that is quite readable and it's quite water resistant also, please let me know if you find, if you know there is an alternative to this ink. If Sailor makes this ink really in other situation besides this exclusive edition. The next pen, another Sailor, is this big one. This is the Sailor King of Pen Mandarin Yellow. It shows also a special edition for Europe, and it has a different type of yellow, as you may see, and it is a bigger pen because this is the King of Pen with a big rhodium plated gold nib. So this is the Sailor King of Pen. Yes, it is also the 1911 shape. King of Pen in Mandarin Yellow, one of my favorite pens ever, with a medium gold nib that I showed you, which has some flecks, as you may see, and inside it has Sailor and Ink Traveler. I bought this pen from this store in Spain, Ink Traveler, and they sent me an exclusive ink they have by Sailor with this pen as a gift, and I decided to use on this pen only with that ink of bottle until it's empty. And it's called Naoshima Kon, and it is a kind of a blue-black ink, but I like the way it works with this pen. I love my Sailor King of Pen. Too expensive for a pen, yes, it's too expensive, but the writing experience is really, really amazing. I'm not sure if it's really worth the price of a pen, but it's that good. It's really good. I don't regret buying it, although it's very expensive. Again, you can get away easily with more inexpensive pens. And we still have one more Sailor pen to go. Sorry, this is a mess here in my desk. I need to find that Galen leather little pouch where the Jinhao was, and the Jinhao lives with this pen. Jinhao had some problems with the nibs. This one has also some problems with nibs. It's kind of interesting. I will make a full review of it. This pen I bought from Apple Boom. It is also a cartridge converter, as all the previous ones except for the Pelican, gold nib, small pen, pocket pen. So this is the Sailor Progeear Slim Mini Black, gold trim with a medium fine nib, and inside it has Sailor Gentle Southern, which is another ink that I think is discontinued, but again revived under another name, as far as I could understand. I love this ink, and I still have some. Maybe I will buy more when this is empty, but not completely sure if I'll do it, because I have too much ink. So these pens are very comparable. They are not exactly the same size, but they are very comparable as writing instruments, and I need to make a review and comparisons. Now, the next pen is, we'll go from Japan, that we had lots of pens from Japan, and we'll go back to Italy again. We've already been there with what? With the Aurora and the Pininfarina, I guess. And we have now this one. I love this pen. This is beautiful, has a beautiful color. It's really nice, kind of big. White gold nib, which is not that white, it's just a very light gold. And this is a pen by Centini. I think you can see the S there. It's not Superman, it is Centini. It is a piston filler pen, again the second one of this video. And so this is the Centini Libra Olive, and it has a fine gold nib. As I told you, Centini is known by having flex nibs. This is not a flex nib, it's a very hard nib. I didn't want a flex nib, and inside it has diamine, that skip was my fault, diamine canal side, which is the same pen that the same ink that I had on the Aurora Duocart. And I like the pen, I like the size, it's comfortable, I love the writing experience, I love the nib, so very good pen. And also the experience was very good. I bought the pen, I used it, I think some ink destroyed the coating on the nib that I had, and they told me, okay, you send us the nib back and we'll send you a new nib for free without any coating. And any iridium coating, just a white gold nib, this one, and so there is no coating or plating to flake off, so with more aggressive ink. So I think they are wonderful, I like them a lot. The next pen is a very small thing, very strange to write with, but I need to make a review of this one also. I bought this one from Appelboom, again. It is a small pen, and this one is another different filling system. It's not really a filling system. It is a eyedropper. You just put ink inside. It's not a system to fill the pen. And this is the Wancher Puchico. It may be out of ink almost, but it's not transparent. It is an eyedropper. I cannot really easily see if it still has ink inside or not. It has a fine steel nib with the symbol, the logo of Wancher there. The color of this one is penguin black, and the ink inside is diamine Inkvent calendar 2024 wilted rose. This is the first ink that I put inside this pen for the calendar in December, and I would say it still have ink until today because it's not writing anymore. I think I don't write with it that much because it's very small, it's not that comfortable, but it is fun. I need to make a video about it, but now it ran out of ink. I will replace with another different ink and then we'll make the review. So as I told you, some pens would fail, and I guess mostly, even the pilot that I thought it would be the regular skipping, it was lack of ink. So I think 3 or 4 pens were getting out of ink. So maybe they will not be in the next month's video, but some other will replace them or not. Now this is a wonderful pen, and this is the last pen for today because we are in the end of the alphabet, the Waterman Edson, which is an amazing, expensive pen with amazing, beautiful nib. And it is also a cartridge converter pen, and it is also with very low ink level, and it is also a fake translucent pen. I will talk about that more in some other video. This one is getting longer. I like this pen. This one has an interesting characteristic that annoys me, but this is the Waterman Edson in, sorry about that, emerald, not with an E here, green, I rotate the nib too much and then sometimes pen skips. With a medium, it is a very juicy nib. And inside it has the Pelican. It is a gold nib. It has a very interesting shape. The nib is it's really that part, and then all this piece around, it's not really the nib, but it is kind of complementary, and you look at it, it looks big nib. It has the Pelican, Edelstein, Olivine. And this is an interesting case of a pen that I bought new, a new old stock in a store here near Lisbon. Some years ago they had a blue and a green. This time I went there, I wanted to buy the green, and they only had that. They already sold the blue, so I was very lucky that I could buy. I made the savings for several years to buy this pen, and it was still there and was still the green that I like. This pen is very interesting because I had lots of skipping, lots of problems with this pen with Parker Quink Black, which is a kind of a foolproof ink. It's really good, and I had lots of problems. So recently I cleaned it, but I already cleaned it before lots of times with the Parker Quink Black. I replaced the Parker Quink Black with Pelican, Edelstein, Olivine, and the pen is writing perfectly. So really, some pens, the writing experience, it's very hard to describe with only one ink. It's a combination of ink, paper and pen, and that's why when I make reviews, I know that I'm not completely fair. I should make my reviews maybe with 3 different inks for the same pen, and always the same 3 inks for all the pens, that I have to be sure that it's fair enough, because some inks work well with some pens and some other don't. Example, Parker Quink Black always works well with every pen that I have, except with the Waterman Edson Emerald Green. So, this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the 28 pens that I had for June. I hope I'll be able to make the video for July. I'm trying to work on the channel, and we'll meet again soon for the next video. So, bye!